Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our today's encounter. Today is about, this encounter is about practice, writing practice. First, I'm going to introduce myself in a short way, and then I ask you to introduce yourself in a short way. For example, you can say your name, your city, your age, your semester, your likes and your dislikes. In my case, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Liliana Soler. I'm from Bogota, Colombia. Currently, I live in Bogota. I'm in ninth semester of, I belong to the bachelor degree in foreign languages with an emphasis on English. I like to read a lot in my free time. I love read. I love to read a lot. Also, I like to spend time with my family and my friends. And I don't like the lies, and I don't like the um, bad people. Okay, that's all. Now I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself. For example, Angie Daniela. Could you introduce yourself, please?
Okay, teacher, good afternoon. My name is Angie Daniela Montenegro. I am 26 years old. I am from Colombia, but I live in the Santiago de Chile. I like to dance. I don't like mm, I don't like it. No more.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, it's Cesar Luis. Could you introduce yourself, please?
Hello, teacher. Hello, everyone. My name is Cesar Luis Angulo Vargas. I'm 42 years old. I'm studying my fifth semester of a degree in foreign language. I live in and work in Chile, exploring dangerous goods for the copper mines and Atacama Desert. I practice hiking. I like outdoor activities. That's all.
Okay, thank you very much, Cesar. And now I'm going to share my screen with you in order to explain the topic. Can you see my screen, everybody?
Yes,
Yes
teacher.
or not?
Yes,
Yes?
teacher, I can you see?
Okay, thank you. And this is from the online language community from the UNAD. Today's meeting is about writing practice. The topic for today is a description of an event. Today is Friday, October 7th. The objective of this meeting is to practice and develop English writing exercise for A2 level. It's a basic level of English level. I know that some of you are develop, developing your pedagogical practice too, but in this case, the idea is to practice writing skills for A2 level. Okay, let's start. And as I said you, the topic for today is a description of an event. And we are going to do a little preparation about the topic. Um, we are going to review about phrasal verbs. Do you know something about phrasal verbs? For example, Cesar, Luis, do you know something about phrasal verbs?
Yes, teacher. Albert, son dos verbos que significan una palabra, o tres verbos.
Yes, yes, exactly. Yes, you're right. And Angie Daniela, do you know something about phrasal verbs? Could you identify some phrasal verbs?
I don't, I don't,
Tell me, I can't hear you.
I don't know much about
Uh,
phrasal.
okay, don't worry. The idea is to review. Okay, who wants to read the first paragraph from the a phrasal verb until word, independent word? Who wants to read? Luis, Cesar Luis or Angie? Who wants to read the first paragraph?
Me, teacher.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, teacher. What are phrasal verbs? A phrasal verbs combines a normal verb with an adverb or a
Preposition.
preposition to create an
Entirely.
teacher. ¿Podría
Entirely. Entirely.
podría aumentar un poco el zoom? Que no alcanzo a entender bien la letra.
Okay. Wait. Can you see better?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, a phrasal verb combines a normal verb with an adverb or a preposition. Creates an entirely new verbal phrase, the phrasal verbs. The meaning of phrasal verb is usually unrelated to the meanings of the words that compose
Compose.
it. So think of a phrasal verb as an
Ent entirely.
entirely new and independent word.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. Yes. As the as a text said, a phrasal verb combines a normal verb with an adverb or a preposition to create an entirely new verbal phrase. The meaning of a phrasal verb is usually unrelated to the meanings of the two words that compose it. O sea, en español sería que si traducimos literalmente cada palabra no tiene sentido, doesn't sense. For this reason, we have to understand the entirely phrasal verbs, both words, no por separado, sino ambas. El significado es de las dos palabras, no cada una por aparte porque no tendría sentido. Ok. Cesar Luis, could you read the next paragraph, the next two paragraphs, please?
Yes, teacher. Phrasal verbs can be conjugated in every tense of the normal verb, so you can use it then instead of a normal verb. Phrasal verbs are important because they are strongly common in informal English, and unless you are familiar with their meanings, understanding informal language will be difficult. In addition, learning to use phrasal verbs correctly will help you sound natural in casual conversation.
Okay, thank you. Yes, the phrasal verbs can be conjugated in every tense. For example, we can use in present and in past or present continuous, past perfect. For this reason, we can use the phrasal verbs instead of a normal verb. We can replace a normal verb by a phrasal verb. The phrasal verbs are very important because they are extremely common in informal English. For example, often when we speak speaking with a native person, and in order to understand better, we need to learn a lot of phrasal verbs in order to understand a native person. In addition, learning phrasal verbs will help us to sound more natural in a casual conversation. Cuando hemos aprendido phrasal verbs, podemos hablar como más natural, sonar más natural en una conversación casual. Okay, let's continue. Now, here we have some examples, some phrasal verbs. This is the phrasal verb and this is its meaning. Este es el phrasal verb y este es su significado. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cesar Luis, could you read the first 4 phrasal verbs? The phrasal verb and its meaning, please. And Angie, could you read the last 3 phrasal verbs? Thank you.
Yes, teacher. Ask for, to request to see, talk to someone, or ask for something. Find out, to learn by study, discover, observation, or search. Get over, recover from an illness, illness,
Illness.
illness, okay, or an
Upsetting.
upsetting experience.
Yes.
Look that. Direct eyes towards something with attention or interest.
Yes. For example, ask for to request to see, talk to someone, or ask for something. When we need something, and the idea is ask for. When we need to request something special, or when we need to know something about someone. For example, when I said you, I ask to you introduce yourself. Necesito que se presenten, something like that. Ask for. Find out. To learn by study, discover, observation, or search. When we learn something new, or when we learn through observation or search. Cuando aprendemos algo observando o investigando, search, o estudiando, to learn by study. Aprendemos algo por medio del estudio. Get over, this phrasal verb sounds like a one word. We don't say get over, instead of we say get over, like a one word, get over. Get over its meaning is recover from an illness or an upsetting experience. Cuando hemos estado enfermos, an illness es como pues, una enfermedad que tenemos, una dolencia. Recuperarnos, get over. Recover from an illness or an upsetting experience. O de una experiencia desagradable, upsetting. Look at, direct eyes towards something with attention or interest. Look at is when we direct our eyes in something with more attention or more interest. Okay, Angie, could you read the last three phrasal verbs, please? Thank you.
Up.
Own up. The pronunciation is own up. Own up.
Own up. To admit that one has done a usually bad thing. Confess to something. Put back. Return something to who belongs.
To who? Who belongs?
To who belongs. The next talk about you said to emphasize.
Emphasize.
Used to emphasize expressing one's thoughts, feelings, and opinions about something.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Own up. Own up, the meaning is when we to admit that we done something, usually bad thing. Cuando hemos hecho algo malo, to admitirlo, to admit. Or also when we confess to something, cuando confesamos algo. Generally or usually a bad thing, una cosa mala, bad thing. The next, put back, to return something to who belongs. For example, when I give my pen, or I give a book to another person, then I need to return, that person returns me the thing, my book or my pen. Cuando quiere decir cuando devolvemos algo que nos prestaron o cuando decimos devuélveme, put back, devuélveme lo que te presté. Talk about. In this case, the pronunciation is stuck. The letter L doesn't sound, no tiene sonido, doesn't have sound. We don't say talk, instead of you said talk about. Talk about is use it to emphasize expressing one's thoughts, feelings, and opinions about something. Cuando enfatizamos o en la expresión de nuestros pensamientos, cuando expresamos nuestros sentimientos, opiniones sobre algo, about something. Our thoughts, nuestros pensamientos, sentimientos y opiniones. Okay, let's continue. In order to practice, we are going to do the following exercise. The activity consists of in rewrite the sentence. We are going to replace the underlined verbs with the phrasal verb, with the correct phrasal verb. We need to use the correct tense. For example, in the first sentence, we need to replace this verb, confesses. We need to replace with the correct phrasal verb.
No, teacher.
I'm going to put this information in the chat in order to you can check the information. I put the information in the chat. You can to check the information and try to replace this verb by the phrasal verb. The idea is to replace this verb for the correct phrasal verb. For example, in the first sentence, what do you think? What do you think what phrasal verb could be here? Puede ir acá. We can put what phrasal verbs in this instead of this verb.
The phrasal verbs es que se pronuncia
Ounce up. Yes. Ounce up. Yes. Exactly, Angie. You're right. Because confesses can be replaced by ounce up. Do you remember the meaning of ounce up? To admit. Remember, to admit or confess something. She often borrowed my clothes, but she never confessed to it. In this case, it's ounce up. Very good, thank you. The following sentence. I request a seat by the window. What do you think? What phrasal verb can be replaced?
Ask for.
Yes, exactly. You're right, Cesar. Ask for. Requested can be replaced, but ask for. The next sentence, number 3. The police officer examined my passport carefully. What do you think? What phrasal verb can be replaced? The verb examine. Examine.
Find out.
No, not really. Because find out meaning and other thing different. Find out. Remember that find out is something like discovery, learn to study, or search, investigar, search. In this case, examine can be replaced by look at. The police officer looked at my passport carefully. Direct eyes towards something with attention or interest. In this case, instead of examined, we can put the looked at, phrasal verb, look at. The next, number 4. Are you discussing the World Cup? What do you think?
Talk, talk about.
Yes, exactly. Yes. But in this case, we need to use present continuous, talking about. The correct phrasal verb is talking about in the correct tense, in present continuous. Are you talking about the World Cup? Yes, exactly. Thank you. Number 5. I discovered where my brother hides his diary. Descubrí donde mi hermano guarda su diario. I discovered. What do you think? What phrasal verb can be replaced? Discover. Tell me.
Find it. Find it.
Yes,
Find
exactly. Exactly. You're right. Found out. In this case, it's in past tense. Found out. I find out where my brother hides his diary. Very good. Number 6. Please return my pen when you borrow it. What do you think? Which phrasal verb can be replaced the verb return?
Please put back.
Put back. Yes, put back.
When you borrow it.
Yes, exactly. And the last one, number 7. After his exams, he spent a day in bed just to recover from them. Which phrasal verb can be replaced the verb recover? Do you remember the...
Get over.
Yes, get over. Remember that sounds like a one word, get over. Yes, exactly. After his exams, he spent a day in bed just to get over from them. Yes, here we have the answers. Angie Daniela, could you read the first 4 sentences and Cesar read the last 3, please? Thank you. She, yes, go ahead.
She often borrows my clothes, but she never owns up
Yes,
it.
but she never owns up to it. Okay, the next.
I asked I asked, I asked for a seat by the window.
By the window. I asked for a seat by the windows. By the window.
I asked for a seat by the window.
Yes.
The police officer,
Officer.
okay. The police officer looked at my passport carefully.
Carefully, yes.
Are you are you talking about the World Cup?
Yes, exactly. Remember that the letter L doesn't have sound. Talking.
Okay, thank you.
Talking about. Are you talking about the World Cup? Okay, thank you to you. Cesar Luis, could you read the last three sentences, 5, 6, and 7?
Yes, teacher. I found out where my brother hides his diary. Please put back my pen when you borrowed it. After his exams, he spent a day in Beirut to get over them.
Yes, exactly. Thank you very much. Okay, let's continue. And now, in order to develop the exercise 2, we are going to review some expressions related. For example, the meaning of disgusting. The meaning of disgusting is repulse or a strong indignation. Something that cause repulse or strong indignation. For example, one thing repulsive or repellent. Do you understand the meaning of disgusting? Yes or not? ¿Entendieron el significado de disgusting? For example, Cesar Luis, what do you understand about disgusting?
Um, Cuando es como una afirmación fuerte, por decirlo así.
Yes, not only an expression or affirmation, also something or some maybe some people could be a person, a thing, an expression, algo indignante, algo fastidioso. Puede ser una persona, puede ser una cosa that cause a strong indignation of you. Algo que le causa disgusto o molestia. Disgusting. The next, the prank. The meaning of the prank is a practical joke or playing a trick. What do you understand about the prank? ¿Qué sería para ustedes? The prank. For example, in our country, in Colombia, in the December, the month of December, the day 28, we celebrate the Innocents Day, el Día de los Inocentes, on 28 December, el 28 de diciembre. And that day, the people accustomed to do pranks for the other people in order to become smile or become happy, to love of the other person, para reírnos de otras personas. Yes, you got it?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
¿Bromas?
Yes, exactly. In Spanish is una broma. Yes, exactly. You're right. He hook. He hook is when person, in this case a man. The man is hooked. He is very interested and enthusiastic about something impressive. Como engancharse. En this case es algo así como se enganchó, está muy interesado, muy interesado o entusiasmado sobre algo. Algo que lo impresionó. He hooked. The meaning in Spanish is something like se enganchó, se impresionó, something like that. The next, screamed. Scream is when we give a long cry. Cry in this case is not, no se trata de llorar, sino de un grito. Give a long cry. That expressing excitement, great emotion or pain. Cuando estamos como asustados que gritamos o expresamos una gran emoción o un dolor. Screamed. Laugh at me. To react to someone with laughter. Cuando nos reímos de alguien o cuando se ríen de mí. Laughed at me. Play tricks. Play tricks is the same to the prank. Cuando jugamos trucos o bromas. Is an act intended to deceive someone. Es como para hacer sentir a alguien decepcionado, un acto, para hacerlo creer algo que no es verdad, como un engaño. Play tricks. Okay, let's continue. Here we have a little tip to when we need to write a description of an event. For example, Cesar, could you help me reading this paragraph, please? Cesar, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Could you read this paragraph? ¿Me oyen?
Yes, teacher.
Algo le pasó a César, que no responde. Angie, could you help me reading this paragraph, please?
Okay. Reading strategy?
Yes, writing strategy. Writing strategy.
Writing strategy.
Yes.
When you write a description of an event, remember to say how you and other people felt at the time and how you are reacted to the events. This will make your anecdote come to life and engage
Engage.
the
Engage.
reader's interest.
Yes, thank you. When we need to write a description of an event, remember to say how you and other people felt at the time and how you all reacted to the event. This will make your anecdote come to life and engage the writer's interest. Cuando vamos a escribir un evento, a describir, hay que tener en cuenta los sentimientos de las personas o los de nosotros, lo que sentimos en ese momento. Okay. Okay, Cesar Luis, don't worry. He have two lives and he said that he come back. When you, sorry. ¿Y cómo reaccionaron esas otras personas? How you all reacted to the event. Esto hará que su anécdota cobre vida, come to life, y enganche, atraiga la atención o el interés de tus lectores. Come to life and engage the reader's interest. Okay. Here we have some expressions related to the exercise 2. The idea is to complete the description. This description, the idea is to complete each of these gaps, 4 gaps, with this expression. Complete using these adjectives to describe the people's feelings. Vamos a usar estos adjetivos para describir los sentimientos de esta persona, de estas personas. In the event. César Luis tiene problemas de conexión. Okay, let's continue. For example, the first expression, guilty. The meaning of guilty is culpable or responsible for a specified wrongdoing. Sentirse culpable o responsable de algo que hicimos mal. Wrongdoing. Wrongdoing. Algo que hicimos mal. Cuando hicimos algo y nos sentimos culpables por eso. The next expression, proud. The meaning of proud is feeling the pleasure or satisfaction as a result of one's own achievements, qualities, or possessions. Es como sentirnos orgullosos cuando sentimos un profundo placer o satisfacción de nuestros propios logros, de nuestras cualidades o de nuestras posesiones. Possession, proud. Scared. Scared meaning when we are fearful and frightened. For example, she's scared of spiders. Sentir miedo o estar temerosos de algo. In this case, the example is she's scared of spiders. Do you know what is spiders? ¿Sabes qué es?
Ella le tiene miedo a las arañas, miedo o fobia.
Yes, yes, exactly. Scared.
Ella está temerosa de las arañas.
Yes. You are right, yes. That is the meaning of scared. Upset. When we make someone unhappy, disappointed, or worried. Cuando hacemos algo que pone triste a otra persona, decepcionada o preocupada. Upset. Something upset. Es algo que causa cuando hacemos algo y molestamos a otra persona. Something upset. Okay. I'm going to read this event and then we try to identify the correct expression in these gaps. The confession. Dear Joan, I once bought a big plastic insect at a joke shop, and put it inside my brother's lunch box in the morning. It looked looked disgusting. I told my friends about the prank. I told my friends about the prank. I was of it. My brother didn't say anything about it after school. In fact, he didn't mention it for age. Then one morning I found the same insect in my bowl of cereal at breakfast.
Teacher, buenas tardes.
Yes.
Eh,
Hello.
Alberto Mosquera. No, lo que pasa es que hasta apenas acabé de ingresar. ¿Será que esta clase no la valen así para lo de la práctica?
No, pero lo que pasa es que ya va a terminar. Ya te tocaría para que entraras a la próxima semana. Es que
Ah,
es de una hora y ya quedan 10 minutos.
empezó a las 4, ¿cierto?
Sí, es de 4 a 5. Pues si quieres quedarte un ratico, pero pues
No,
no
lo que pasa es
sé.
que tengo hasta las 5.
Ah, bueno. No, pues ya sería para la próxima semana, no se preocupe.
Ok, thank you.
Bueno, ok. You're welcome. Okay, then one morning I found the same insect in my bowl of cereal at breakfast. I wasn't at all, it was funny. But when I asked him how he felt when he found it in his lunchbox, he didn't smile. In fact, he shook a bit. It was horrible. He said, I screamed. Then everybody laughed at me. Laughed at me. When I heard that, I felt really. I don't play tricks on my brother now. Okay. For example, first, in the first gap, the correct expression is proud. I was proud of it. My brother didn't say anything about it after school. In fact, he didn't mention it for age. Esta persona dijo que se sintió orgulloso de la broma que le hizo al hermano. I was proud of it. Then, one morning, I found the same insect in my bowl of cereal breakfast. I wasn't upset at all. No me molesté del todo. I wasn't upset. Fue divertido. It was funny. But when I asked him, cuando le pregunté cómo se había sentido con la broma, con el insecto, él no sonrió. He didn't smile. In fact, he looked a bit scared. De hecho, él se sintió un poco asustado. He looked a bit scared. It was horrible. Fue horrible, él dijo. Fue horrible, he said. Me asusté. I screamed. Then everybody laughed at me. Él se asustó, gritó y los demás, todo el mundo se rió de él. When I hear that, I felt really guilty.
Y se sintió responsable.
Yes, se sintió culpable por lo que le pasó al hermano.
Era culpable en realidad.
Yes. And for this reason, I don't play tricks on my brother now. Entonces, por ese motivo, él ya no le volvió a hacer más bromas de ese tipo, el hermano. Okay, thank you. Here we have the complete text. Could you read, please? In order to practice our skills.
Okay. You read me?
Yes.
Okay. And I once I once bought a big plastic insect at a joke shop and put it inside my brother's lunch. But in the morning, it looked it sorry, it looks disgusting. Thought I told my friends about the prank. I was, I was proud of it. My brother didn't say any, any,
Anything?
any,
Anything?
anything about it after school. In fact, he didn't mention it for ages. For age.
For age.
It for age. Then one morning, I found the same insect in my bowl of cereal at breakfast. I wasn't upset
Yes. At all.
at all. It was funny. But when I asked him how they felt when he found it in his box, he didn't smile. In fact, he hooked. He
Hooked.
hooked a bit scared,
Scared. A bit
a
scared.
scared. It was horrible, he sighed. I screamed. Then everybody loun- lounged,
Laugh at me. Laugh at me.
laughed
Love.
at me. When I heard that,
I heard. Remember that the letter H sounds like J in Spanish. Heard. Horrible. The letter H sounds like J en Spanish. Suena como una J en español. Hair.
when I heard that, I feel really
Guilty.
guilty. I don't play tricks on my brother now.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks. Okay, dear students, that's all for today. I hope you like this lesson. I hope you enjoy this activity. And I want to see you once another time and another opportunity. Thank you very much for your attendance and have a nice rest of the day and have a nice weekend. Thank
Thank
you.
you for you, teacher. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye. Thank you.